Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Back with another one, man. Hey, Cruz versus Lamont Roach is no longer a rumor. It is now official. December the 6th, we are looking for a showdown in San Antonio, Texas, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it? Let's talk about it right here on LikeableDialogue. Lamont Roach versus Eastside Pitbull Cruz. Who do you got? We got to talk about it. I'm not going to lie to y'all, bro. This fight may be the fight of the year. This fight may go down as fight of the year. Why do you say that? Why do I say this fight might be fight of the year? Dude, you got Eastside Pitbull Cruz, a come forward fighter, a fighter that puts on a show like none other, and he's going to come with all the crazy hooks, all the crazy jabs, all the crazy hooks. He's going to come with them all. But then you got Lamont Roach, who's not afraid to sit in the paint and bang with you and like none other. So the question is, who do you got? Do you got Lamont Roach, or do you simply got Eastside Pitbull Cruz? We got to talk about it, man, because to me, this is going to be an interesting fight. And not only is it going to be an interesting fight, it's just going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be an interesting fight because one thing about Eastside Cruz, he's not afraid to bang. One thing about Eastside Cruz, he's going to come forward. One thing about Eastside Cruz, he's not going to run. One thing about Eastside Cruz, you're going to get a great fight. And now, let's touch up on Lamont Roach. One thing about Lamont Roach is we've known now that Lamont Roach can go toe-to-toe with some of the best out there. One thing we know about Lamont Roach is that he can bang. He likes to stand in the pocket, and he likes to trade punches, just like Eastside Cruz do. One say, "What up? What up, one? What up, one, man?" We talking about this Lamont Roach versus Eastside Pitbull Cruz, man. It is no longer a rumor. It is now official, man. December the 6th in San Antonio, Texas, man. Hey, this gonna be a great fight, man. We know Lamont Roach is going to stand in that pocket, and he can trade punches. We know this. We seen him go toe-to-toe with Tank, one of the best ones out there, Swift, right? And yeah, we know that Tank had the whole take a knee because he just got his hair done. Yeah, we know that, right? But the thing is, we can't take away what Lamont Roach Jr. brought to the table. He banged with Tank. People wasn't expecting that. And the confidence level that Lamont Roach has, is impeccable. The confidence level that Lamont Roach has is just impeccable. And hey, we are in for a great treat. Now, a lot of people might not agree, but I feel like this might be a fight of the year. I mean, yeah, we got the Crawford fight with Canelo, but that was real good. But Canelo didn't really bang. Crawford did his thing, but Canelo didn't really bang like he was supposed to bang. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo didn't go toe to toe with Crawford. If it was to ask me, I feel like Crawford showed up and he did what he needed to do in order to sell that particular fight. But the thing is, we got Lamont Roach, who stands in the pocket and likes to bang. And we got Eastside Cruz, who's going to come forward and box you all night long. And he's going to bring the pressure. Can Lamont Roach stop the pressure? He says that he's going to knock him out, be the first one to knock him out. So, yeah, man, I don't know who really wins this fight. My boy Juan says, damn, I think he will win. Who is he? Say, damn, I think he'll win. Who is he? Yo, man, those y'all that are just now tapping in, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for me, man. But we talking Eastside Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach. That is what the topic is tonight. So if you just now tapping in, hit the like button for me, man. It's free 99 to just boop, boop, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. But I'm telling y'all, man, Lamont Roach is coming to bang. Eastside Cruz is coming to bang, yo. I think we might be in for a good night of boxing. I'm just saying, I think we might be in for a good night of boxing, man. Hey, the fight gonna be in San Antonio, right? So, I mean, you know, of course, they catering to the Hispanic community with the fight being in San Antonio, Texas, which I'm not mad. I'm not mad about. You know, so I think it's gonna be a great night of boxing, man. I wonder who's gonna be under that undercard, though. I'm not even gonna lie. But listen, you got Lamont Roach. You got Eastside Pitbull Cruz. I don't really know who I'm going to pick in this particular fight, but I do know that Lamont Roach Jr., Eastside Pitbull Cruz, is going to go down December the 6th. December the 6th, man. And I really don't know who I'm going to pick in that fight, man. He says the guy that beat up Tank. Damn. Boy say the guy that beat up Tank, he got Lamont Roach, man. Hey, Eastside Cruz is not a bad fighter too, though, my boy. Like, Eastside Cruz is a dog too himself, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, Eastside Cruz is that guy, man. Like, he's that guy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, Eastside Cruz, he's like a real, you know what's so crazy? They both actually fought Tank. Like, when you think about it, they both actually fought Tank. You know what I'm saying? They both fought Tank, and they both, to me, they both came close to beating Tank. I know Lamont Roach said that he didn't feel like Eastside Cruz did enough to beat Tank, but I feel like Eastside Cruz, hey, that one should have been a draw too. Like, because Eastside Cruz came to fight. And I don't think Tank was prepared for the way Eastside Cruz was coming at him. He the reason why he got the name. Like, we didn't know who Eastside Cruz was. We didn't know who Eastside Cruz was until he fought Tank. And that's when the name became popular, because he fought Tank. And he came close to winning that fight. If anything, it should have been a draw if you was to ask me. I'm just saying. He said, you said it like 5 times, bro. I got to make it more. I got to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He says, who will win in a shakeout? Man, I don't know, bro. I ain't with that crazy-ish, bro. But like I said, man, Eastside Cruz and Eastside Cruz and Lamont Roach, man, this might go down as fight of the year. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, bro. Like, when I say, like, I'm excited for this fight, like, I'm excited for it because both of them are top dogs. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when Eastside Cruz fought Tank Davis, that's how he got his name. So both of these people both came close to beating Tank. So if both of these people came close to beating Tank or came close to, like, beating Tank, I want to see what they do when they go heads up against each other, man. I'm just saying. So, I'm curious, man. I'm just curious, man, for those y'all that are out there, man. I'm curious. Who wins this fight? Is it Tank? I'm sorry. Who wins this fight? Is it Lamont Roach or is it Esau Pitbull Cruz, man? He says, in your opinion, who did a better job? MMA Boxing Addict says that. Man, bro, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I can't take away what Esau Cruz did because I actually thought Esau Cruz won the fight, right? I actually think Esau Cruz won that fight, but I understand at the time, like Tank was becoming that big name, so they didn't really give it to Esau Cruz. And Lamont Roach, you know, they gave him a draw, man, man, I don't know who really did a better job, man. I think I'm gonna say Esau Cruz, but I don't know, man, because Lamont did a great job too. And I think the thing is with Lamont Roach is like people wasn't expecting Lamont Roach to give Tank that challenge that he gave him. So it was more so unexpected. But damn, but if I say that, then I gotta say the same thing about Esau Cruz. Like, wasn't nobody expecting Esau Cruz to give Tank that same performance? And he gave Tank a great performance. And that's how we became to know the name Esau Cruz. It's because of his performance that he did against Gervonta Tank Davis. So, dang, man, that's a hard question, bro. In your opinion, who did a better job against Gervonta Tank Davis? That's the question I'm going to ask y'all, bro. Like, and in your guys' opinion, who did the better job against Gervonta Tank Davis, man? Was it Lamont Roach or was it Esau Pitbull Cruz? Man, I'm gonna go back with Esau. And the reason why I'm gonna say Esau is because Esau kept coming forward and he was able to get more punches off on Tank versus Lamont Roach, right? Because when Esau fought Tank, this was the time where Tank wasn't real good with his defense. So Tank was just still coming up and he was getting punched a lot. Versus when he fought Lamont Roach, now Tank was a skillful defensive fighter. You know what I mean? Even though he got hit, but he didn't get hit as much as Esau Cruz did. So I'm gonna say Esau gave the better performance than Lamont Roach. That's what I'm going to say. My boy Juan says maybe because Esau Cruz was close to beat up and win the fight, so they made Tank win then. My boy MMA Boxing Addict says, I thought I seen the bigger, cleaner punches land rather than what Lamont landed. So basically, are you saying Esau Cruz? So are you saying Esau Cruz? Yo, MMA Boxing Addicts, bro. Hey, you got a Instagram? You got an Instagram? If you got an Instagram, man, send me a DM, bro. I'll shoot you a link. Send me a DM, bro, at LikeableDialogue, bro. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me at LikeableDialogue on Instagram. If you send me a DM on Instagram, I'll send you a link to join me on here, bro. And you can join me on the discussion, bro. Cause oh yeah, man. Cause I'm just curious, man. I want to have this conversation with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So follow me on Instagram at LikeableDialogue right now. If you got Instagram, shoot me a DM, and then man, I'm gonna send you the link, bro, to join me, man. I'm gonna be on the lookout for it. But in the meantime, listen, Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr., man. I think this is going to be fight of the year, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I just really do think this is going to be fight of the year. Those of y'all that are watching, man, make sure y'all smashing that like button. Go smash that like button. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. It's free 99 to smash that like button. It helps us get into the visibility of other people. But yeah, man, I really do feel like that, man. Duke says, "Oh, Ish, what up, brother? What it do, man?" My boy say, "I was right about the Steelers and the Vikings." Hey, Juke, what it do? Man, you know what? Are you talking about this game or the last, like a previous game? I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even watch football the other day, bro. He says, not the other ones, but I got one right. Yeah, nah, bro. But yeah, man, we're gonna get some football talk on probably Friday. What's today? Wednesday. So probably Friday, Juke. Juke, do you got your notifications turned on? Turn your notifications on, man, so you can join that football debate, bro. You know we do it all, man. Join that football debate, man. But man, back on topic, man. I really do feel like let me go check my D. Oh boy. He says, no, I don't think so. Man, you tripping. Go turn the notifications on, man. He says, but I'll say this, the Chiefs losing to the Jags is, yeah, it's hilarious. Bro, they losing was, hey, you know what though, man? But I kind of like the Jags because of man, what's that dude name, bro? My Travis Hunter. I like the Jaguars because of that. Shout out to Juan with the subscription. Shout out to Juan, man. I appreciate that, Juan. My boy says I subscribe, man. Shout out to that boy, man. I appreciate that, Juan. Welcome to the channel, Juan. Hey, Juan, hit that notification bell, bro. That way you know when we go live, bro. Like I like to tell people, man, turn them notifications on so you get notified when we go live, man. He says, I like the Jags because they're underdogs. Yeah, man, but they becoming good though, man. Like they got Travis Hunter, man. So I like I've been trying to keep up with the Jags, man. But listen, we got to get back on topic. Listen, man. Hey, Juan, if you got Instagram, go follow us, bro, at LikeableDialogue, man. Take a screenshot right there, boom, and then go on Instagram and give us a follow at LikeableDialogue, man. You might see a couple of pages come up because we got like 3 pages, but LikeableDialogue is the official one. He says, the fact that the Jags and the Colts are both 4-1 is crazy. No, that is crazy, bro. Hey, I always said, hey, bro, look, I'm gonna say this and then we'll get back on topic, right? Hey, look, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. The Jags and the Colts, the Colts lets you know that it's not the quarterback fault. I've always said that it was the New York Giants O-line. And because I always said Daniel Jones was a great quarterback. He didn't have no protection. He kept getting sacked. He was the only, bro. We'll get into that, bro. Hey, listen, Daniel Jones on the Indiana Colts. Listen, I always said he was a great quarterback. I'm just saying, I always said he was a great quarterback, bro. And I said because of that O-line was so trash, he couldn't really do nothing. And if you really want to make it make sense, he was the only one that was really like getting plays done, running down the field, like doing all type of stuff to try to open up the plays, bro. So I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, man. But anyway, man, we're gonna get back on topic, man. I'm sorry, man. My boy Juke, man, came back, man. We got to make sure, man. My boy Juke, man. All right, MMA, let me get you a link here to join. I wonder if it'll let me do it on this one. Let's see. Let me get him a link. Hold on, y'all. You know what to do when we live, man. When we live. I'm going to accept general. All right, man. I sent you a link, bro. If you still watching, I sent that link. Just make sure you have a shirt on. I tell people, make sure you have a shirt on, bro. Come on, people come on, bro. This is live YouTube. Come on. Our people go back and watch this. We don't want to watch no, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But yeah, man. But anyway, though, man. Back to the topic though, man. Yeah, man. I think Eastside Cruz. I think Lamont Roach. I think this is gonna be a great fight, man. I think this might be one of the top fights of the year, man. And just think of it like this: if Lamont Roach wins, his career goes like this. If he loses, then it takes a step back, and then Tank can come out and say, "Ha ha! I told you you wasn't ready. I just had an off night." You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, Lamont Roach going up against Eastside Cruz put a lot of pressure up on him. Shout out to the hand grenade. HG in the building. My boy HG says, what you think about Virgil Jr. versus Erickson Lubin? Hey, listen, I think that's a great fight, bro. I think it's a great fight. I just think like Erickson Lubin is sort of kind of like on the decline end. You know what I mean? If we had this fight about 3 years ago, then I'd say this is a great fight. But it's like Virgil. It's like Virgil about to fight Adrian Broner. Like we already know what to expect. You see what I'm saying? But it's a great fight because Erickson Lubin is coming off of a win with Pro Box, you know? So Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin, hey, I think it's a great fight. I'm not mad at the fight. Now, Erickson Lubin got to go in there and show up. That's the thing. He got to go in there and showcase and prove that he is not a gate opener. He is not about to be written off and going into the sunset. He still got more boxing in him. So Erickson Lubin has to prove to the people that it's not over with. Right now, Erickson Lubin versus Virgil Ortiz, he's going into the fire. He's going into the fire, bro. He's going into the dog pit. Like he's going into he's going into the fire. He's going into a fight where all eyes are against him. He's going into a Golden Boy Promotions. And Erickson Lubin is not a Golden Boy fighter. So he's going to have to go out there and showcase his skills, showcase that he's supposed to be here. He's got to go out there and prove and fight. Erickson Lubin has to go out there and prove himself. Now, Virgil, on the other hand, he just got to go out there and show up and do Virgil. He got to go out there and do his thing and prove to the people that this is why I'm ready to step up now. I fought Sergey Bayuchuk. I fought Madrimov. I thought he did an excellent job against Madrimov. And now he's about to fight Erickson Lubin. Like, the only thing I don't like about it is that you fought Sergey Bayuchuk. People questioned it a little bit. And then you go and you rise up more, and then you fight Madrimov. You washed him, and then I feel like you're going to fight Erickson Lubin. It's kind of like you was going up in competition, but you kind of like went down a little bit. I think Erickson Lubin is a great fighter, but I feel like a lot of people is writing him off. So I think it's a great fight. I just think Virgil, after Erickson Lubin, he got to go get another step up fight. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at the fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to actually be a great card. I think Kid Austin is on that card as well. But he's going up against JoJo Diaz, you know what I'm saying, who's been on the decline for some time. At this point, he's just a gate opener, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, I'm you know what, bro? Like, these next couple of months are going to be interesting, man. When is that fight exactly? I don't remember when is that fight, though, but I know, like, we got Fundora coming up October the 25th, which is towards the end of this month. So that's going to be a great fight that I'm looking forward to. And then you got Frank Martin on that undercard. You know what I mean? Like, so the guy that Frank Martin is going up under, I mean, he's fighting. we already know that's supposed to be a return for Frank Martin to look good fight. You know what I mean? So I ain't really too excited for him going up against that guy because that guy been dropped plenty of times. But Frank Martin better show up. But I'm gonna say this: Fundora versus Keith Thurman. Hey, let me say something. Fundora ain't nothing to play with. Keith Thurman in for a wild night, bro. And this is a hard fight for Keith Thurman to come back to. I would have rather Keith Thurman fight Charlo first and then fight Sebastian Fundora. I don't recommend nobody fighting Sebastian Fundora. I'm sorry. That dude is just too goddamn tall and has too long of a reach. That guy is a beast. And man, listen, kudos to Keith Thurman for willing to step in the ring with the guy though. But shit, nobody, bro. I'm just saying. My boy says no shirt, no pins means no lives. That's a fact, HG. That's a fizzack. You feel me? But yeah, man. So back on topic here, man. Lamont Roach versus Eastside Pitbull Cruz, man. I think it's gonna be a great fight, man. I really do think it's gonna be a great fight. I really do think this might be the fight of the year. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was like, okay. But if you're really thinking about it, both of them came close to beating Tank. Both of them. So it's like, just saying, November the 8th. Okay, so that Virgil Ortiz fight, November the 8th. That's what's up. Shout out to HG. Shout out to HG on that membership plan, too. Make sure y'all go check out that membership plan like my boy HG did, man. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the channel, man. Supporting the channel, man, that's giving you this hot topics, bro, that is giving you this likable dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
See, when we get, hey, look, I like trolls, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna block you. Because you commented on the live, I'm not even gonna block you. I'm just gonna keep you. And the thing is, shout out to you. Just go hit that like button for me, bro. That's all I say. Just go hit that like button. Hey, you know what's so crazy? How people get on like the channel, then they talk crazy about you. It's like, hey, look, you thought about me that much that you clicked on the video and that you decided to type a negative comment. Like, hey, shout out to you, bro. Hey, look, I won. Guess what? Because you commented. That's what it's about. Commenting. I appreciate you. But listen, man, like I said, man, both of them came close to beating Tank Davis, bro. And I think that it's gonna be a great fight, man. I really do. I really do think it's gonna be a great fight, man. I think it's gonna be a great fight. The question is, I'm gonna propose for you guys tonight is the question that I'm gonna propose to you guys is first of all, I want to know, who do y'all got winning this fight? If y'all was to pick a person, who do y'all got winning this fight? I really don't know who wins this fight, man, because Eastside Cruz is going to try to sleep Lamont. But Lamont is going to stand there, bro, in his pocket and just bang. You know what I'm saying? And just bang. You feel me? So I don't know. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro, but do me a favor, man. Hit that super chat. Hit that super chat. What up, bro?
What's up, my boy? What you doing?
Man, chilling, man. How's it going, man?
Chilling, just thinking about the Isaac Cruz and Lamont Roach Jr. press conference. Man, how'd you like it?
Man, you know what? I actually, bro, this fight, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. This fight, I actually think that hold on real quick. There we go. This fight, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I actually liked it, this particular fight, bro. I mean, this press conference. This press conference, I actually thought that it was legit. Like I actually liked it. The commentary, I thought the questions was actually good this time around. Cause usually, man, these press conferences be boring. They ask the same questions, but I felt like this was actually a great press conference, bro. What you think
Yeah,
about it?
I thought it wasn't too exciting, like in brashness and talking crap wise, but I agree with you, man. I think it was more respectful. I think
Yeah,
there was less shouting. And I think that these two type of guys, they ain't the type of guys that are gonna be, coming out with props and
yeah,
doing all that. But I think they speak with their hands. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I
yeah,
think they're
yeah, yeah,
silent. And the way Pitbull Cruz looked, like he was just sitting there, not making any facial expressions, just having a serious face. In my
yeah,
head, I was thinking that in the inside of this guy, he's probably like a little ball of fire, ready to be released. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. The thing is, man. The thing is, bro. I think that Um, it wasn't too rah rah because I don't think Pitbull know English that well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the questions that they was asking him, they was trans they was goddamn, what am I trying to say? They was
They was
they
asked,
asking him in Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That's
so that's that why it probably wasn't that big. But honestly though, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, for it to be a calm press conference, I actually thought it was a legit, like, cause I'm telling you, bro, these press conferences are boring. I actually enjoyed Lamont Roach being able to articulate himself and being able to answer the questions without being, yeah, you know what's up, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. Like, so, like some of these fighters, like he was able to actually express himself during the press conference. So that's why I said, like, he can actually articulate himself, and I feel like he actually did a great job.
And I thought another thing that excited me about the press conference was when they were asking Isaac Cruz if he could knock out Lamont Roach Jr. And
Yeah,
he started saying
yeah,
that he can knock him out. You know what I mean? And that's what they're gonna end up trying to do at the end of the day.
yeah.
And I thought that was interesting, man. What's your opinion on that?
Man, I feel like both fighters can knock each other out. I feel like Eastside Cruz have, hey, if you can stand with the way your connection won't go out.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, bro, but I really feel like Eastside Cruz, man, is a great fighter, bro. He come forward, he jabs. I mean, he throw the mean hooks. I feel like if he can catch Lamont Roach, I mean, Lamont Roach take a good punch from Tank. So I mean, I don't know how he do against Pitbull Cruz, but I feel like, bro, I honestly feel like this might be fight of the year. Canelo versus Crawford was good, but I don't think it was fight of the year contendership because I feel like Crawford sort of kind of like did most of the work. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo did good, but I feel like Crawford did the majority of the work. You know what I mean? So I feel like this particular fight might be good because, like I said before in the opening statements, I said both of these fighters actually had a draw against Tank. In my opinion, I feel like Eastside Cruz should have been a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I
I
feel
thought he
like
landed the cleaner punches, you
I
know?
thought he landed the cleaner punches too, but at the time Tank was developing that name, and they didn't want to give him an L, but they could at least gave him a draw. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So I mean, what I
A-
mean, so
And
go ahead.
and I think too, like with Lamont Roach's performance that he gave us against Gervonta Tank Davis, I thought it was very impressive. I
Yeah,
thought when you look at that fight before that against what was his name, Figur McCory, even though Lamont Roach Jr. finished him, I felt like there was dozens of times where if you look at his style and you put Pitbull Cruz where Figur was, and
yeah,
He was hitting Lamont with six punch combinations, and Lamont was just covering up. Now
yeah,
I don't know if that's maybe because he didn't respect the power of Figur, and maybe he's not gonna do that against a guy like Pitbull Cruz because he respects him a little bit more. You know what I
right.
mean? His technicalities and stuff. But when I look at some of the old performances of Lamont Roach Jr. with Jamal Herring and some of these guys, I think he's a very hittable fighter. I
Who,
just
Lamar
think
Roach?
with Gervonta Davis, he looked completely different. He's
Yeah,
definitely up this level because I
right,
remember Lamont Roach Jr. as being a guy that you can't crack.
right.
He fights with that Philly shell, and I don't necessarily think he's the best at using that Philly shell. It's a tough thing to use,
Yeah, yeah,
and especially he's moving up. what, 2 weight divisions now? Because
Yeah.
he was the 130 champion, moved up to fight Gervonta, WBA lightweight bout, and
Mhm.
now he's moving up to the 140-pound division to
140
fight.
to fight Esai Cruz. Hey, listen, if Lamont Roach win, Tank just made this guy career go up even more, like skyrocket. And the reason why I say this is because if you really think about it, people are mad that Gervonta Davis didn't give Lamont Roach the rematch. Instead, we understand, go get your money, go to Jake Paul. I can't stop a man from going to go make the money that he's going to go make. But the thing is, people wanted Lamont Roach versus Gervonta Davis too, and we didn't get that fight. So since we didn't get that fight, it's like Lamont Roach is giving us a real fight. And Esai Pitbull Cruz, and this is not an easy challenge. Pitbull is a come forward fighter. He's going to pressure you, and he's going to throw all type of hooks. How does Lamont Roach react to this type of fighter? We just got to see.
And I completely agree. And I also think that stylistically, I think this is a good fight for Lamont Roach Jr. to move up to 140 pounds instead of taking a tune-up fight, which he could have did. He could have took any tune-up.
He could have took a tune-up.
You got Boots fighting Lima this weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he could have took a tune-up, but instead he's fighting Pitbull Cruz, who's very, very respected. But I feel like this is a great time to do it because even though Pitbull Cruz is 2 divisions, well, 1 division, but realistically 2 divisions higher than Lamont Roach, when you seen the press conference today and you seen them stand right next to each other, Lamont Roach Jr. is still the bigger guy. He still has the reach and he still has the height advantage and the boxing skills. I think against a smaller fighter like Pitbull, who we seen Rayo Jose Valencia give problems.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. I swear, I was shocked. I thought Pitbull Cruz was going to win that fight.
Yeah.
But Rayo gave us the blueprint, and I feel like that actually makes sense for Lamont Roach Jr. How you feel about the stylistic matchup in their sizes?
Man, I feel like man, both of these styles are going to clash. Like I just feel like I said, Esai Cruz is a come forward fighter, pressure fighter. He's going to throw all type of hooks. I want to know how Lamont Roach is going to react to him. And speaking of what you said, man, my boy HG says when Roach and Cruz faced off, Roach is the much bigger man. No Diddy.
Facts, man.
And I agree, bro. And it's like he's going to come in even more bigger than Cruz. Like I actually met Esai Cruz, bro. Esai Cruz is really short in real life. So
he's a small guy. Let me see.
Yeah. He's a small guy.
How tall are you? Bro. How tall are you right there?
I'm like 5'7", bro. And Esai Cruz
damn.
Be like 4'3".
Yeah.
Easy, bro, like 4'3". So like when I met Esai Cruz, bro, but man, I mean, he's at 140 now, so he might be a little bit bigger, but he's short as hell, bro. And I'm like 5'6", really. But dude is short. He was way shorter than me, bro.
Hell yeah, man. If I move around real quick, it's just because I'm checking on my son real quick. My bad, bro.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You good. My boy, long as you know your stuff go be on YouTube and on the Instagram page. Like,
yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine. Hell yeah.
Let me get to this comment. My boy says, agree, Roach is hittable and the Philly shell doesn't work for him. Shout out to my boy HG on that membership plan.
That's what I noticed, man. That's what I was seeing. Every time he uses that Philly shell, he's getting hit by cab drivers. And I'm not saying cab driver. I'm just saying not the biggest type of stars. And I think with a guy like Pitbull Cruz who throws 6 to 8 punch combinations, that's what you got to do against a Philly shell type of guy. You got to get inside and not let them use that distance, push them up against the ropes. But I also think Lamont Roach knows that. So he knows that he's going to have to be just like how Terrence was fighting Canelo, moving, and moving.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly how he's going to have to fight Pitbull Cruz, because you ain't got no choice but to move around with Pitbull Cruz, because Pitbull going to be all up on you like this, and he has to like come out. He's going to be all up on you like this, and he's going to be boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom. Ducking. Pitbull Cruz is he has a high volume output. We see how Lamont Roach was able to fight against Tank, right? We've seen that. But the thing is, Tank didn't have a high output like Eastside Pitbull Cruz. How is Lamont Roach going to adapt to the high volume output that Eastside Cruz is going to bring to him December the 6th?
And then also another thing is I see a lot of people saying that Lamont Roach Jr. is actually gonna knock out Pitbull Cruz. I see a lot of people saying that.
That's what Lamont actually said, bro. He
Yeah.
actually said that. He actually said that I'm more confident that I'm either going to knock him out. I'm gonna be the first person. If Lamont Roach is the first person to knock out Eastside Cruz, bro,
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Likeable Dialogue.
Tank and Lamont Roach fight goes like this. Like it breaks the scale of 1 to 10. Like it breaks it. People are going to demand it even more. But will we get it? It will be the question. If he knocks out Eastside Cruz, it's like,
Ooh, man. That's
going to become inevitable, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
if he right after he fights Jake Paul, he's gonna have to make some decisions. And if he fights a tune-up, the world they already going crazy on Gervonta. But if he fights anybody that's not named Shakur or fuck anybody in the 135-pound division who's a champion, or
fight. If Pitbull Cruz knock out, I'm sorry, if Lamont Roach knock out Pitbull Cruz, I don't want to see Tank versus Shakur. I want to see Tank versus Lamont Roach.
Yeah.
If Roach knock out Pitbull Cruz, I want to see Tank versus Roach. I don't want to see Shakur versus Tank. None of them. Like it don't excite me. Like I want to see Roach versus Tank 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I agree with you, and I respect Shakur Stevenson too. You know, I know he dropped on the Twitter and he said that he doesn't even want to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis no more. You know what I mean? And it's not even a thing no more. And with him fighting Jake Paul and everything, I completely agree with you, man. I think Lamont Roach Jr. I think Gervonta, that was your toughest fight. You had a draw against this man, and you don't want to come handle it? You don't want to get that get back?
Right.
I mean, that just shows the type of warrior that Gervonta Tank Davis is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I understand he might get paid $40 million to fight Jake.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like he gotta go and fight. He gotta go, man, and fight Lamont Roach, man. He gotta give us. He owe us that, bro. You gotta give us that, bro. Like you owe us that.
Yeah. Yeah, right. What wasn't there a rematch clause? But the whole reason why it didn't happen was because it was a draw.
It was a rematch clause in the contract. Lamont Roach,
but Gervonta was able.
Lamont Roach allegedly signed his part, but Tank never signed his part.
Yeah.
So that was the thing with that, man. So,
and Lamont Roach Jr. is not too pissed about it because he says that PBC is taking care of him, huh? That's what he was talking about today.
Yeah.
That they hopped in. What do you think about the Boots and Lima fight, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The thing is, bro, I want to see Boots step up his level of competition, bro. If he says he's that guy, I want to see him step up the level of competition, bro. Like you just gotta step up that level of competition to me. You gotta show me that you that guy, bro. Like everybody in like at this point, like I would have been more happy with Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis. I would have been happy with Madrimal versus Boots Ennis. I would have been happy with Boots Ennis versus somebody. Give me a name, Keith Thurman. I would have been happy with that.
Yeah.
So like with Lima, like that's cool, but like, bro, I want to see him. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in, but I'm ready for Boots Ennis to go give me some top contenders out there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, since he signed to Matchroom, bro, it sort of kind of just went like he was going up, but it just sort of kind of just.
Even the promotions for this fight, I feel like they didn't even put full force into this fight, bro, man. I'm
gonna say this: had you not told me that the fight was this weekend, I probably would have forgot about it. And I talked about boxing. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, I think what it is, bro. They got to get away from the zone and get on Netflix. Like they got to get on Netflix because the zone. People got the app and stuff, but if you got Netflix, it's constantly in your face. It's constantly getting promoted from the casual fans. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like with the zone, you got to know. With the zone, it tells you about boxing, football, and basketball. Maybe like with Netflix, you constantly watching Netflix. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like all these boxing promotional companies, they just need to just hop over to Netflix. It's better. And even with PBC, they need to get up off of Amazon Prime because they not having no dates.
Yeah, that's true, man. If they could find somewhere else than Amazon Prime, shit, move to Paramount Plus.
They got to
Man.
do something, bro.
But who do you think? What do you, in your opinion, since we think that Boots Ennis is gonna win this fight, do you think if it goes to decision and it's let's just say another Karen to Dixian fight, is that a bad look for Boots Ennis in his first fight at 154 pounds?
Yeah, yeah. He gotta show dominance. Because like the thing is, nobody is expecting him to lose this fight. So he has to show dominance, bro. Like if he don't show dominance,
Does
if
his
he
stock
don't,
drop?
it's his stock drop tremendously. And you got to keep in mind what Turkey Al Sheikh said. What Turkey
Yep.
Al Sheikh said. What did Turkey Al Sheikh say? He said that we offered Boots Ennis fights here and there. And the thing that he said was he looking for a tune-up. We don't want tune-ups. We
Yeah.
want the best fighting the best. That's what Turkey Al Sheikh said.
When
So
Turkey said that's crazy right there.
they dropped the bomb.
They dropped the bomb on Boots. You know what I mean? And it's facts. But do you gotta respect Boots from a boxing standpoint and from a smart standpoint that maybe a tune-up is the smart decision? Hmm?
I mean, honestly, if you're just now coming into the division, a tune-up is not bad.
Yeah.
He's just not coming into the 154-pound division. So
Yeah,
it's
he's not a
bad.
nobody. Yeah.
He's not a nobody, but it's his first time in the division, so he want to test it out. So I'm not mad at him for testing the division out. I'm more so like,
Let's go. Let's get things
let's go.
rolling.
Let's get this ball rolling. Let's do it.
That's how I feel too, man. I feel like a lot of the hardcore boxing fans, which we all are, I feel like a lot of people is giving him crap because he's the former WBA, IBF, welterweight champion of the world, and when you got guys like Terrence who are making examples of moving up divisions, it puts a lot on you, and now the whole world looks at you like when there's been dozens of boxers who take tune-ups in their careers, and from not a boxing fan standpoint. I understand why he's doing this. It's a smart move, okay? It's a smart move. Get your head in the game. Do what you got to do. The big fights are still there. Virgil Ortiz, all those fights are still going to be there for you. Go ahead and maybe even add a little bit more juice up into them. Go ahead and make as much money as you can.
Yeah.
But I also understand, hey, but people are people. People are going to risk certain things. And I don't think Boots Ennis he's a risk taker at the max. You know what I mean?
And the thing is too, the thing let me read my boy HG comment because he is a member. We got to get to his comment. My boy HG says, personally, I think Tank is done with boxing. His heart isn't in it anymore. Just getting that last bag with Jake. Mentally, he's done. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, HG. Mentally, Tank is done with boxing. He's tired of the fans saying, fight Shakur, do this, do this, do this. But we're putting our expectations on Tank. And our expectations aren't Tank expectations. Tank feel like, hey, I'm the only one that's really moving this sport. You know what I'm saying? Tank feels like he's the ones that's selling the pay-per-views. He's the ones that's selling out shows. He's the one that's dominant in the sport, and y'all, us fans, are not thankful for what he's doing or what he's put on. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, he's checked out, bro. And I get it, bro. Like, if you can go get an easy 40 million to fight Jake Paul versus getting a 10 million or 10 million for fighting Lamont Roach, I'm gonna go get that easy 40 million to fight Jake Paul, and I'm gonna sit out for a little bit. And that is what Tank is gonna do. He's gonna pull a Floyd Mayweather and sit down for a little bit. He's gonna sit down, and then he's gonna make us appreciate him when he comes back more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel about that. But speaking of the Boots Ennis topic though, Turkey even offered Boots Ennis Devin Haney. at 147, and allegedly Boots wanted it at 152, and Devin Haney was like, "Why would I fight at 152? I never fought at 147."
I remember
So
that.
it's like, is Boots really looking for a tune-up? Is Boots just not ready for whatever? Because for Devin Haney to say, "I'll fight Boots Ennis," we got to take our hat off to Devin.
And then there was also the talks too of Boots Ennis sending out an offer to supposedly Jesus Alejandro Ramos, but then didn't it end up being Abel Ramos?
Yeah, man, it's that's crazy. Hey,
Which
my boy HG says, when you're a champ, why is there a tune-up fight? You're sparring bigger guys all day, every day. You can either fight or not. So that's what my boy HG said. That's actually a great ass. Hey, shout out to HG, bro.
that's true, man.
You've been sparring bigger guys all day, like in sparring. You either can fight or not. Like, what we doing here? So, hey, that's a legit. Damn, shout out to HG. Man, I give him a good comment.
And not just that, but Boots Ennis has talked about how he's big for the 147-pound weight class. You know, he's so yeah. I agree.
I would have took that fight against Devin.
At 147, he could have beat Devin for sure.
Bro, because Devin is coming up. This is first time. Yeah. This is your weight, bro. I would have took that fight, bro.
And I think Boots is better than Devin. I think he's better than Devin, man. I mean, we have yet to see, but that's just my opinion.
He's the bigger guy. You would think that he's better than Devin. Like, you know, the opinion, like we would think that, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's the big, to me, he would have been a bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, and speaking on Gervonta Tank Davis, I think it's very possible too, man, that mentally maybe he's not there. Because, you know, didn't he just delete his X account after the little back and forth that him and Shakur got into?
Man, you know what? Tank always deleting his stuff, and
yeah.
So I just think, you know, like he got like a lot of frustration issues, man. I think he got a lot of frustration issues with the fans and the media, like not appreciating his work. Like, bro, he's the only one really selling out pay-per-views, and he compared himself to like Shakur. Like Shakur is a tremendous fighter, but like, I see where he coming from the business aspect of it.
And just to back up Gervonta Davis a little bit here, to play devil's advocate, okay? Picture it like this. The boxing hardcore fans want Gervonta Tank Davis to make all these fights happen. But one thing that I've noticed about boxing fans is even if Gervonta Tank Davis fought, let's just say, the rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., and he loses, nobody's going to praise Gervonta Tank Davis for fighting him. Everybody's just going to start shitting on him because he lost. I completely think that if Gervonta fights Shakur and Shakur beats Gervonta, I don't think people are going to gain this extra respect for Gervonta and be like, oh, he win. I still think that people are always going to hate no matter what.
If he loses against Lamont Roach, they're going to say he lost the first fight. And he's been ducking the fade, and that's why all of these PBC fighters getting exposed. That is what they gonna say, bro. Like, when you're the top dog, they want you to lose, and they would clown him. You know
so I could understand his frustration with the fans on why he chose to take the Jake Paul fight, because no matter what, you guys are gonna clown me. So you know what? I'm gonna do what's best for my daughter, for my family, for my health. For my daughter's daughters, for when he goes to college, you know what I mean? And I respect that 100%. You know what I mean? But like you said, I do want you to come back and prove the world wrong. You know what I mean? Because I do think I think he could beat Shakur Stevenson. And I know that's a hot topic. That's a hot topic. I think Shakur could beat Devin.
Hey, we can have that debate too, like on another show if you want to, bro. Like,
yeah.
I think it'll be a good fight.
It's a hot topic.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, okay, so like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, back in the day, probably like a year ago, I probably would have thought that. But based off Shakur Stevenson's last performance, bro, he showed me a different side of him that I've never seen. Shakur Stevenson put on a clinic against what was his name? Who did he fight last?
William Zepeda.
I thought that side of Shakur, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And if he bring that Shakur to the fight against a Tank, it's gonna be good. But Shakur did get hit with one, and
Yeah.
Tank can hit with a punch. It makes me wonder, will Tank put a rehydration clause on Shakur Stevenson or not?
Let's think about it. Let's think about it. If that fight takes place, well, they're both. Well, Shakur still at 135 pounds, and you still got Gervonta, who's still at 100. Well, we're thinking he's gonna come back at 135 pounds. Hey, do you think he's gonna come back?
I think I think after the Jake Paul fight, he's gonna take a break.
Yes.
Right? He's gonna take a break. And I think he's gonna take a break. And then after that, he might come back to 140.
Yes.
He will have to come back at 140 after the Jake Paul fight.
And what do they got? What's lined up for Shakur Stevenson next right now? Let's think about that.
Hold on. My boy say Bud is a prime example. Jump 2 weight classes and beat Canelo. No tune-up, referring to Boost Ennis. And my boy HG say, hey, MMA boxing addicts, please don't bring up Devin or Earl. LD is still healing. Hey. Shout out to my boy HG, man.
Hey, who do you think is gonna win between Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr.?
Oh man, bro. You know what? I think Brian Norman Jr. is a great fighter, bro. I just think that Brian Norman Jr. is a great fighter, but it depends on what Devin show up, man. Like if what Devin shows up, man. Like I want to see, if the old Devin show up, I'm 100% on Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Now, if the Devin Haney that show up that he fought on that ring card, then maybe Brian Norman Jr. might be a close fight. But go ahead.
Do you think that people are picking Brian Norman Jr.
based off of fight and his last fight?
Yes, but do you think that they're also picking him off of because he's a bigger guy and he may be the more athletic guy? Because I understand what he did to Gene Sasaki was amazing. But you seen Andy Hiroko did to him. Gene Sasaki's not one of those high level fighters. I wouldn't consider him to be one of those guys that now I would consider Brian Norman Jr. and high level fighters. So I feel like I haven't really seen Brian Norman Jr. actually fight anybody who's actually. When you look at Devin Haney's resume, we at least have he's fought this guy, he's fought this guy. All right, I know I could trust him in certain fights. But with Brian, I understand why they're picking him. He's the bigger fighter. He looks athletic as how he got KO power. But what are they really picking him for? Is it technical skills?
Ooh, yeah, bro. Yeah. Bro, you dropping jewels on him, bro. You know what? I like I said, it depends on which Devin Haney shows up. Like if the Devin Haney that fought Regis Prograis show up, we got a great fight. If the Devin Haney that fought Lomachenko show up, we got a great fight. I don't care what nobody say. I think Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. We can argue all day long. The reason why they said Devin Haney didn't beat Lomachenko is because they was expecting Devin Haney to come in and showcase his jab. But Devin Haney switched up his whole game plan and went to Lomachenko body. And he did a great job. If that Devin Haney show up, Devin Haney wins that fight. But Brian Norman Jr. is the bigger guy. And you propose a great question. Have we really seen the best Brian Norman? Like, have we really seen Brian Norman go up against a prime Devin Haney that's a banger and a slugger? So you really propose a great question here, man. And this is really an interesting topic to me.
And not even like a prime Devin Haney, but even like a B-level fighter like Regis Prograis. Like Gene Sasaki, in my opinion, ain't good. He ain't good, bro. He ain't good. He's been knocked out. I seriously think that Gene Sasaki should not be boxing no more. This is it, bro. I was one of the. I've been saying it this whole time that you need to retire, bro, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your goddamn health, man. Like, please don't keep on doing this, bro. Right. We don't want to see it. And I think that when Brian did that, the whole world said, Brian Norman Jr. is the goddamn king. He
Yeah,
erased his memory for 2 months. And
yeah,
then, do you think that with Ryan Garcia's performance, I mean, with Devin Haney's performance against Ryan Garcia, which I don't want to sound annoying or nothing, but at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia did miss weight by 4 pounds.
yeah,
And when you study weight cuts, there's guys that those 4 pounds are so difficult to make. They're so hard to make that you're killing yourself, that you're depleting your whole body, right? And maybe Ryan Garcia shouldn't even have been shouldn't have even been fighting in that weight class in the first place. Maybe he did have an advantage. Plus, whatever was in his body, you know what I mean? Just playing devil's advocate here. And then he fought against Jose Ramirez and had that performance. And everybody is looking at Devin Haney now like this. Oh, he's a completely different fighter, this and that, which I understand he wasn't throwing no punches against Jose. But what I do understand was they thought that the Ryan Garcia fight was going to be next.
yeah,
Devin Haney's dad told him to step into that ring and do what he did, not
yeah.
take as
I
much
don't think.
damage.
I don't think that was the game plan, bro. I often say that, bro. Like, I don't actually think that was the game plan for Devin Haney to go in the ring and not really throw punches
Mm.
and to go around the ring like that. I just think that was just something Devin got in the ring. And I felt like that was something that just naturally happened on Devin Haney's end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I
think
just
it's
feel like
possible.
that was something that was that naturally happened against that Devin Haney did. I don't think that was the plan. But to answer our question from earlier, right? We said what would be next for Shakur Stevenson? What fights would be for Shakur Stevenson? My boy HG says Shakur until I thought Shakur
Oh
and
yeah,
Lopez are in talks, and I
there you
forgot
go. I forgot
they
about
are
that.
in talks. But here's the thing: I think Shakur Stevenson might be looking at Teofimo Lopez as an easy target, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
know, like it's a name, but it's an easy name that I could put on my record. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I can't wait for Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney clash. I want
yeah,
to see Devin get 3 more fights and Shakur possibly get 3 more fights and then them two be on a crashing course. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I just think you know what I'm saying. Like I would rather see them too, but I know Devin want his get back from Ryan. At this point, I don't even see the reason why you would really fight Ryan anymore. Like that fight is not buzzing no more. Like
I agree.
that fight ship has sailed. We're not wanting that fight no more. You know what I mean? Like we're over that.
Yeah,
Like, bro, like that shit happened, bro. I forgot about it. Move
yeah, we're
on.
moving on already.
Yo, that fight don't have a buzz, a pulse, or anything. That fight is dead. Like,
Yep,
move on now, bro. Like, move on now. You beat Brian Norman. We not even worried about Ryan no more.
yep. Hey, and that's crazy. Shakur is supposed to fight Teofimo Lopez in January,
Yeah,
right? The first quarter of the year. Man, that's a great matchup right there, man. I think Shakur is looking at him. I know he talks about how he thinks Teofimo's a tough fighter, this and that, but they've been around each other so much. And
right.
I feel like in the back of Shakur's head, in the back of his head, he knows he can beat this guy. He done seen him fight at all the Olympic trials growing up at the same tournaments. He done seen him fight professionally. They were friends in the beginning. Now they're not as good friends, you know what I mean? And I think Shakur knows something that we might not know. And Teofimo, of course, is gonna believe in himself. You know, this is a good fight for Tio to prove to the world. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. No,
This,
it is. It is a good fight, man. But man, to get back on topic just for a minute. Dang it. Did I upload the video? I didn't upload. I was gonna upload the video while we was talking, but I forgot. Let me try to upload this video real quick. This is what Lamont Roach had to say when he went up against, I mean, when he was asked about possibly um can he knock out Eastside Pitbull Cruz? This is what he had to say. If I can't pull it up, I'm gonna have to just screen share it. So first off, man, what's your thoughts? Who would you say will win that particular fight?
Cruz and Lamont Roach Jr.
Yeah,
All right, so this is gonna be my pick right here, man. I'm gonna have to pick Lamont Roach Jr. and I'm gonna pick him based off of what we seen with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, he's technically a good fighter, can stay behind that jab, can use his footwork. You know, I learned in that fight that his IQ is really high. So with a guy like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who actually is a very hittable fighter, you know, he has his head right there to hit all day. You seen who's that? Was it Ferrero? The fight right after he had lost to, was it Gervonta Tank Davis fought Ferrero? It was a tough fight. No, right after he lost to Jose Valencia and he went to go fight that Ferrero Mexican guy, that fight was a tough fight for him. And I was saying to myself, if these guys are touching Pitbull Cruz like this, then somebody with technical skills can be able to jab around it and get away from it like we seen Jose do. I think Lamont is gonna do the same thing that Jose Venezuela did.
I think you're right, bro. I think Jose Venezuela, I think he showed the blueprint of how to keep Isaac Cruz either off of you or to beat him. He's the blueprint. So Lamont has to go and watch that fight. But this is what Lamont, I'm just going to screen share it. Video file. This is what Lamont Roach had to say when he was asked about Isaac Cruz and his opinion on him boxing him. This is what he had to say.
Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Why so? Now, in a recent interview, you said that you believe you're going to be the first man to stop Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Why so?
Like you said, I'm confident. I'm confident in my work, man. Like any other fight, it's not just Pitbull. It's like any fight. I'm always looking to hurt, demolish, stop any opponent. Like I look for that opportunity every single time in the ring. So ain't nothing changed. Like that's what I'm going to try to do. Like if it doesn't present itself, then it won't. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, that's what he's saying, man. He's confident in his work, bro. And we can't be mad that somebody confidence in their work. He actually feels like he can go in there and be the first one to stop Isaac Cruz, bro. That's what he said. I can be the first one to stop him. That's what he said.
Man, I did tape study, and the only thing that I kept telling myself was Pitbull Cruz got a goddamn rock for a head, man. His head is like a rock.
Hey, do you remember when he fought Tank? And
yeah,
and he was like,
yeah,
like, I remember that, bro. So Isaac Cruz do got a head of a rock. You're right. And the thing is, he fight like this. So
yeah,
so
it's hard to catch him.
And we got to see if Lamont Roach can get between that Isaac Pitbull Cruz guard.
And I even feel like trying to catch Pitbull Cruz in between his combos is hard because he's so tight. He's so tight with everything.
Exactly. And shit, in the moment you try to catch him in one of them, he could come and hit you with that hook and then boom, you on the ground. Yo, you know what would be messed up is that Lamont Roach says he's might be one of the first ones to stop Isaac Cruz and knock him out. But it would be horrible if Isaac Cruz actually knocked Lamont Roach down, bro. That would be crazy, bro.
My goodness. That would be a complete turn of events for Lamont Roach Jr. if he loses to this fight, man.
Yeah, man. It would be, man. I would hate it for him, though. I ain't even gonna lie. I would hate it for him.
What I think is, do you think Cruz is gonna come in here the best Cruz that we've ever seen? Because when you think about that fight with Gervonta Davis, okay, and then you think about how big of a favorite he was going when he fought against Jose Venezuela, and then he just let everybody down by losing, right? He's had a couple hiccups in his career. And him being, or possibly being, the face of Mexican boxing that they're talking about, do you think that, like, if he beats Lamont Roach Jr., he can become the face of Mexican boxing here?
Bro, he can become one of the face of Mexican boxing. Yeah, a lot of Hispanic. That's why you think the card is not the card is not Roach versus Cruz. The card is Cruz versus Roach. And then look where they're fighting, in San Antonio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's already like one of the Hispanic Mexican fans' favorite. If he beat Lamont Roach in dominant fashion, that puts him up.
Yeah.
And now people go say we don't want we don't want Lamont Roach versus Tank 2. We want Eastside Cruz versus Tank 2.
Very true. Very true. Turn of events just like that.
That's like that, bro. Boxing is like what you did for me lately. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing, man.
Do you think that Cruz, I'm gonna lay out the game plan for Cruz to win this fight against Lamont Roach Jr.
Go ahead.
I say he needs to let his hands go.
Yeah.
He needs to come into this fight more active, more aggressive than any other fight that he's ever had in his career. Because like you said, he may just become the face of Mexican boxing. That is what is on the line with this fight.
That's what's on the line with this
fight. So
fight.
I would think that Cruz in his head, knowing that this guy is coming from a smaller weight class, I'm going to be training my soft. And when it comes to the day, I got a feeling that this is going to be the best Pitbull Cruz that we have ever seen. Just based off of how his career has went so far. But who knows? Who knows, man?
Who knows, man? Hey, listen, man. I think Eastside Cruz is going to come. He's going to bring that pressure. He's going to be bringing the heat. He's going to be throwing them hooks after hooks and them uppercuts, them mean uppercuts. You know, he's going to bring the pressure to Lamont Roach. The question is, can Lamont Roach handle the pressure? We seen what he did against Tank when he stand in the pocket. Lamont Roach can bang. Lamont Roach can catch you and throw hooks back at you. What you bring to Lamont Roach, he can bring right back to you. And Lamont Roach confidence is at an all-time high, and he knows what's on the line. Lamont Roach is going to bring it. Eastside Cruz is going to bring it. December the 6th, San Antonio, Texas. Tune in for more content like this. Make sure y'all tap into Likeable Dialogue. Follow us on Instagram at Likeable Dialogue. And hey, man, if my boy MMA Boxing Addicts want to come back on, we can have a part 3 conversation about this, because this is an ongoing conversation and a big topic. I'm excited for this fight. I think this might be fight of the year. Do you think this fight can possibly be fight of the year?
I think this fight could be possibly fight of the year, bro. With a fighter like Pitbull Cruz and the heart of Lamont Roach Jr., especially coming off that draw with Gervonta, I think he's here to prove to the world who Lamont Roach Jr. really is.
Hey, man. Eastside Cruz, versus Lamont Roach, December the 6th. Hey, I can't wait for it. This can possibly be fight of the year. The pressure versus pressure. The pressure versus you come, I come, bro. It's this fight is gonna be a banger, man. Hey, Likeable Dialogue on Instagram. Hit that like button, subscribe button right now on YouTube. Hey, I'm out of here. We go tap back in with you. MMA. Hold on just 1 second. Y'all be good. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Hey guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you, guys. It's your boy LD, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue. Hey, Likeable Dialogue. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button.